We are excited to be here. It is Sales Tips TV Tuesday, but we have to like cuddle.
What's up, David?
What up, Mr. Villa? Hey, David Villa in the house. Give me a little applause. David Fred. Oh yeah. I'm really happy that you're here. What's up, Sava Cargill? Hopefully we said that right. Hola, hola, hola. Today we are talking about social media success. Now, at any time during this kick-ass broadcast, that rhymed. That was actually kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of credit for that. At any time during this wicked sweet broadcast, you can tweet to @KonigCo. We've got it live on the useful Microsoft Surface tablet. So @KonigCo. We're gonna talk about social media success today. I never know which camera to look at, dude. We've got so many going. So we've got Meerkat going. We've got, you can just put it right in the Surface. Nobody gives a crap about the Microsoft Surface tablet. Chris has got Meerkat going, aiming inside his water bottle because that is awesome. All right.
Yes.
Man, the last couple of weeks we talked about some cool stuff. We talked about closing. We talked about 4 R's for objection handling, right? We talked about agreeing and just closing again. I like talking about sales stuff, but today we're going to talk about social media success. This is Lipton tea, by the way. It is not vodka and Red Bull. I actually wish it was vodka.
Kevin Campbell's
just kidding.
in the house.
Kevin Campbell, good to see you. So, man, you know, as much as your Android phone's a piece of shit, it's got really nice color quality on the screen. Hey, Glenn Pash, good to see you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, well, Sifa Koglar 2. What this is Sales Tips TV, and this week, every week, we talk about different selling tips and marketing tips that can help you take your business to the next level, and that deserves, helps you make some more money, right? Cha-ching. So what we're going to do in today's episode is we're going to talk about different types of social media success, and it's funny because yeah, Kevin Campbell, keep telling yourself
I agree,
that.
Kevin.
Android users are not typically smarter. So here's the thing. Definitely not true. Look at this great hair versus curling iron. Okay, so here's the thing. Chris and I were talking about social media success this morning, and we were battling back and forth. And what we realized, holy cow, it's 4 o'clock in Turkey. That's awesome. Our friend Jarin is from Turkey. We could not agree on exactly the best method for Facebook, which helped us realize there's probably more than one right way to do shit. Yeah. So today, Chris loves Facebook. I hate Facebook. I am only on Facebook because, well, most of my automotive friends are, and if I didn't connect with you on Facebook, we probably never talked, so I don't have all your phone numbers. So Chris is going to talk about some ideas that he thinks are really helpful and useful for connecting on Facebook, some stuff that he's done that's worked well. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to share some tips about Twitter because I absolutely love using Twitter. And Chris is a closer. Chris does a great job on Facebook. Chris has actually brought to light a lot of really cool Facebook targeting stuff. So Chris, if somebody were going to, if somebody were getting started on Facebook, what are some of the fundamentals that they should know to make sure they're really doing things well on Facebook? Let's say I'm auto dealer. I'm just getting into Facebook. What should I do to not F it up too bad?
I think as a car dealer, too many dealers jump on Facebook and think they need to start posting all their inventory to Facebook and sharing pictures of cars they've got on the lot. And I think in reality, most people don't care about that kind of thing. I'm on Facebook for a personal experience, to connect with my friends and maybe even people that I just know a little bit, want to get to know a little better. I think most people on Facebook feel that way, and yes, we do pay for Facebook ads.
Yeah, definitely do.
But I think a lot of car dealers do that, and it's very impersonal. And I think as a car dealership, you can take and you can make it personal by connecting first with the people that are inside your dealership, and thank you. Connect with the service techs. Maybe go back in the back room, take a picture of one of your service techs, post them up on their birthday, tag them in the picture, say thank you so much for your service. And
so when you're saying to do that stuff, what's the purpose of that though? Because I mean, I agree with you. I think you celebrate the people in the store, you post that in your timeline. I know Sealy in Kalamazoo does a really good job of that. Like employee of the day, employee of the week.
Yep.
What benefit is that to a dealer though, outside of the person that works for him going, oh sweet, you posted me on Facebook. How do you see that helping them out?
So, okay, from a customer standpoint, if I come into the dealership, I'm not connecting with your pretty parking lot and the fact that you have 500 cars in stock. Whoop-de-doo, who cares about that? I'm going to connect with another person in the dealership. So my salesman, if I like my salesman, then I like seeing him on Facebook. I like seeing that he's doing well. I like hearing that the store is taking good care of them because I know that he took good care of me.
So are you talking about with organic posts for this kind of stuff? Like
yes.
for their normal. Yep. Okay, so
Absolutely.
This isn't like the paid ad stuff. This is like if I'm going to post organically, celebrate my people.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And I would pay to boost those kind of posts because people in the community, when they see that you care about your employees, they're going to assume that your employees are going to care about them.
I would agree. So what about though, and this would be great, looking into feedback. Somebody said, what do we do? So myself, my business partner, Tim, who's not here, we own a company that does automotive classified ads in Spanish, and we also own the #1 mobile marketing for car dealers. So if you go to Google and say who's got the best mobile marketing for car dealers, you'll see KonigCo. That's us. That's what we do. Chris is our national sales director. I'm the CEO of the company. Inked up too. That's right. Not every CEO is a buttoned up prick. What we do is we help dealers connect with customers. Literally, in a sentence, we connect dealers with buyers. So there you go. Thank you so much for asking what we do. On Facebook, so let's go back to what you had just said a moment ago, because you made a statement that I think was pretty important. You said, I don't care to see all your stupid cars all the time. But there are social media companies out there that are telling dealers, you gotta have your inventory on Facebook. You know, let's get your inventory on Facebook. I gotta tell you, I've never once gone to Facebook to shop for a car.
Nope.
I have, however, gone to Facebook to shop for opinions from my friends.
Absolutely.
Right? Now, I mean, I didn't with the last one because I just kind of knew that I wanted another Mercedes. But when I bought my other Mercedes, the black one,
yep.
I went right to Facebook. I like shared pictures of that. There was an Audi I was looking at and a Maserati, and I'm like, which one should I get? No.
We value our friends' opinions. And if you were to post on Facebook and say, I'm going to buy my next car at R&B Hayes in downtown Kalamazoo, I guarantee you there will, exactly. There will be at least one of your friends that will say, oh, I had a great experience there, or oh, I had a terrible experience there.
I will definitely.
Every time you mention a business, one of your friends is going to say something. They're going to give you their opinion about that business, and then you're going to base your ideas on that. So
you know, when we think about Facebook, I know for me, like, and I've said this a million times, everybody that knows me in the car business knows I hate Facebook. I call it drama book, right? I mean, it's places all drama. It's a big pain in the butt. But I love targeted Facebook ads, which I never had a love for, by the way, until Chris came to work with our company. So we were just looking at targeted Facebook ads this morning.
Yep.
And one of the things that really opened me up to when we were digging through some of the ads that we run for Buscador de Auto was how different it is market to market. We have cloned an ad that performed amazingly well. You know, we've got an ad that's, you know, 1,300 clicks in 3 weeks. The cost per click is like 17 cents.
Yep.
So, I mean, it is converting well. That being said, see you, Glenn. Have a great day, brother. That being said, we flipped the script. We run the same ad in a different city in Florida, for example, in a different city in Florida, and the conversion is much lower.
Yep.
The cost per click is 3 times as high.
Yeah.
So share with people a little bit about if they were going to run their first Facebook ad. Hey, Kevin Campbell, you did learn. Man, so now I love Facebook only because of you, bro. So somebody who's going to run their first Facebook ad, though, what are some of the targeting tips that they should know?
If you're running an ad as a dealership or even for anybody, I mean, you can take and narrow it down to exactly who you want. And here's the cool thing. Because Facebook is integrated with Polk data now, you can target in-market buyers. For us, we target in-market Hispanic buyers. You can target people by language now. If your dealership has a program that gives military members a discount, why not target in-market buyers who are military? Because you can do that with Facebook targeting. And if you do that, here's the thing. As a military member, I notice when military stuff comes across my screen. That's how I mean, it's just like when you're shopping for a car. If you're shopping for a Ford Focus, all of a sudden you start to see Ford Focuses everywhere because it's top of mind right now. So when you micro target that stuff, you get a lot better results. And I mean, even for us, we've left some ads wide open. They perform really well as far as getting clicks to websites and stuff like that. But if you micro target and you end up getting more likes to your page because of it, you end up getting more people liking your post or even sharing your post in some instances. So obviously the micro targeting is really, really important, I feel.
So you brought up poll data. So here's one cool thing that we've been doing. And those of you, hopefully you're writing some of this down. But if not, you can always come back to salestips.tv and watch the replay, because once we wrap this up 10 minutes from now, it will literally be live on salestips.tv 10 minutes later. So remember, you can always go to salestips.tv, watch not only today's episode, but the ones from the past weeks. And then every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern until 9:20, we go live with this on Meerkat at Chris Spear 1, on Periscope at KonigCo, and of course streaming live on YouTube via Google Hangouts on salestips.tv. So here's the thing: when we looked at targeting, one of the things that you were just talking about was the poll data.
Yep.
And in the automotive sector, so I know a lot of the friends that are watching are automotive industry friends of ours. So if you're in the automotive sector, when you go down and you go under behaviors and you type the word buy, B-U-Y, it brings up that poll data. Absolutely. Which is pretty awesome and pretty easy. And you can literally, when you talk about hyper-targeting, you can say, I want to find in-market people, which are people that, according to poll data, should be buying in the next 6 months, 180 days, or near market, which is the next 12 months, right? But underneath new, you can segment it all the way down to brand, model, and everything. So you could, let's say I'm a Toyota dealer, and I say, you know what? I need to conquest Honda business. I can drill down and make sure my ad is only seen by Honda people, Honda Accord shoppers. Main recruiting tool is Facebook. Kevin Campbell says 30 to 40 resumes overnight. That's awesome. A lot of people don't think of it from a recruiting standpoint as well.
Absolutely.
We always think about Facebook for marketing, right? It's funny that Kevin brings up recruiting, because I shot a video, I think right before you came on our team, that was telling people, hey, come on board with our team, make X amount of dollars. I had about 5 or 6 people that I know that instantly messaged me via Facebook Messenger. Hey, I'm interested, da-da-da-da-da. And these are people I know, but I had no idea they were looking in the market. Now, there are some pitfalls, though, with social media marketing, right? Because if you do it wrong, you can turn a lot of people off.
Absolutely.
Right? So a couple key things when you're doing your Facebook ads, you're doing your targeting. I do know this. Your ad has to have less than 20% text, or Facebook won't let it run. So critical to know if you're going to run an ad. What do you say, boosted posts or actual ads? What do you think is more valuable, or is there a specific type of ad that works better in one scenario or the other, in your opinion?
I think obviously for a business, it used to be, as a business, you'd post something and you'd get tons of organic results, and your people would like it, they would share it. It would show up in almost everybody's news feed, but Facebook has changed all of that. Now you post something organically from your business page, it might only show up in the news feed of 10 to 15% of the people that are following your page, unless you pay to boost it. So I think I think it's necessary to pay to boost your organic posts. Maybe not every single time, but definitely, I would say probably the majority of the time. And I would, anytime you're promoting that the dealership is doing something positive in the community, or doing something positive for an employee is sick in the hospital, and you gathered up, $2,000 to help cover their medical expenses, anything like that, I would always pay to boost, because anytime you can show the community that you care, I mean, it's important that everybody sees that. And the majority of your audience doesn't see your posts if you don't pay to boost them.
Makes sense.
And paid ads, obviously, I mean, you got to pay for those. So, and those are important too.
Well, so the type of ads. So for example, a boosted post, you're saying if you're going to do those tend to revolve around something that's, if it's more community-based, if it's more you're highlighting an employee, you're sharing some high five with how great a person is in your store, or maybe a customer testimonial video, something like that. Those you want to share as a boosted post.
Yep.
Whereas if you're going to run the ads, like the non-boosted post, an actual Facebook ad, that would be maybe more brand-oriented or product-oriented.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's flip the script, because Facebook's a great resource, right? Do you boost to followers only, or friends and followers too? Probably depends on the business that you're in.
It does. It does. Yep. As a dealership, I think most of your customers are local, and most of their friends are probably local too. So if it's something that could pertain to everybody, and it's something that you want the whole community to see, why not boost it to friends and followers?
Plus, it depends on what the ad goal is, right? So if your ad is, if you're paying for impressions, you may not boost it to their friends necessarily. But if you're paying for conversion, like clicks to your website, I would say share with as many people as possible, because your ad, if in the ad you put that it's local, you put like, let's say I'm Alamo Draft House in Kalamazoo, and I say, the Alamo Draft House has a free screening of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds this Thursday. In my ad, I'm going to say at the Alamo Draft House in Kalamazoo. If somebody sees that ad in California, they're not going to click it. They're not going to drive 2,800 miles to see the birds, right? So I would say if you're doing something that's targeting website clicks, share with as many people as possible within reason, right? Don't go targeting on the other side of the country, but share it with their friends as well, right? Flip the script though to Twitter. Twitter's a weird bird. So a lot of times what we're talking about here is business to consumer, right? B2C. Facebook is good for B2C advertising, but what if your business is business to business, right? What if what you're doing is not just aimed at consumers that are, at home in their drawers? What if you're trying to target other businesses? I'm a big fan of Twitter. Like, now, Chris and I were talking about this morning. Chris is like, Twitter's got more fake accounts. So, of course, we Googled it because Google knows everything. And Twitter and Facebook both have about the same percentage of bullshit accounts. They do. So the reality is there are big fake people out there everywhere, just like Craigslist. I put the Surface Pro on Craigslist, by the way. If you want Surface Pro, I have one for sale. It'll save you $300 because I hate it. But with Twitter, here's what Twitter seems to be really awesome for: business-to-business connection, okay? But Twitter gives you a chance. Facebook is like more of an intimate gathering of friends. Think of it this way. Facebook is like a house party, right? You may not know everybody there, but you're connected to them somehow, right? They're a friend of your friend. You've invited them to the party. Facebook is like a house party without the jungle juice. Twitter, which, by the way, if you don't know what that is, that's where everybody brings a fruit and a liquor and all this poured into a gigantic, like, trash can that's new, not one that had trash in it, and then you just, like, scoop drinks out of it. So that's what Facebook is like. Twitter is kind of like being at a mixer or a concert or a big social gathering where you don't know anybody necessarily. You're just there, like, networking, meeting, talking. But when people post, the world sees it. So Twitter is one of those areas, though, that offers up some cool opportunity. So, for example, if you're in an industry, let's say the automotive industry.
Exactly, networking is what Twitter's all about.
You got it. So let's say you're in the automotive industry. You can go type twitter.com/search, and then click on the thing that says advanced search. And in there, you can type in a phrase like car shopping. And then you can put your city. And then you'll notice up in the Twitter search box, once you hit search, it'll say like car shopping near, it'll put a mile radius in city. You might find people that say, today's a big day to go car shopping, or I hate car shopping. This opens up a cool example or a cool opportunity to shoot a video and reach out to them. And here's where this is different than Facebook. On Facebook, if you went out seeking people, like if you go out and friend random people, like let's be friends, let's be friends, let's be friends. It's kind of like a creepy person walking up in the grocery store going, hey, friends. Whereas with Twitter, if somebody's blasting out to the world, I hate car shopping, and you're a car dealership, you could shoot a video that says, everybody hates car shopping when they don't come to ABC Motors. At ABC Motors, we'll take care of you. So if you give us a shot, my name's Matt, come in and ask for me.
We hated the process too, and that's why we changed it.
Bingo.
Come see us.
Twitter gives you an opportunity. It's not quite as deeply connected in many ways, right? I mean, it gives you an opportunity, though, to throw out some B2C marketing that's very lighthearted, but it's a great tool, in my opinion, for business-to-business marketing. Yeah. I can say...
I click a lot of links on Twitter. So people share a lot of articles on Twitter. I mean, you follow businesses that you find interesting, and they share out links with, titles that are real interesting, and you click on it and you say, oh, what's this about? Bingo. So I think it's great for businesses, absolutely.
Well, and think about the people that are watching on Periscope, right? When we went live on Periscope, it tweets it out, right? Exactly. Oh, so-and-so's on Periscope. So Twitter gives you a cool opportunity, I think, to engage people. on a surface level in a fun way, but it's a great tool business to business. I can say I've gotten more business for our company via Twitter than I have from Facebook. And Kevin Campbell, I'm even counting you, bro. It took you forever. I'm just kidding. So why do people friend you and then later unfriend you? So good question.
On Twitter or Facebook though? Yeah. Because there's two completely different things there.
So on Twitter, I'll answer that part. On Twitter, people want to get more followers. The more followers they get, the more quote unquote relevant they get. When people see that somebody's got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 followers, Twitter is the question. So when people see that someone's got 2,000 or 3,000 followers, they go, oh, they must tweet out good stuff. I should follow them. So a lot of times people will follow you, then unfollow you in the hopes that you'll follow them back when they follow.
Exactly.
There's a cool tool you can get, whether you're an iPhone user or Android user. It's called Crowdfire. It's a free app. It will show you all the people that unfollow you. I got to tell you, like, I only follow about, I think, 400 or 500 people. And I've got just 2,600, 2,700 followers. But I genuinely only follow people that are either in the industry that I care about or in like a UFC fighter, stuff like that, stuff that I actually genuinely have an interest with. And I follow Chris, even though I know him, right? Even though we're friends, I follow him. But with Facebook, it's different because like you'll get random friend requests on Facebook, but you should always click about and look and see who they are.
View their profile, at least see if it's somebody you either know, see who they're connected to that you're connected to. And I don't think with Facebook you have many people friend you and then unfriend you. I think you have, occasionally you'll have the fake accounts from Romania or India.
Fake porn stars that friend Chris every single week.
Exactly. So those ones, I mean, you just ignore, obviously. But with Twitter, lots of people will follow you. I get follows all the time from new businesses, from people that do software, from all kinds of just random stuff, but they just randomly follow 10,000 people, and then 2,000 of those 10,000 will follow them back, and then they unfollow all 10,000 of them, and then it makes them look important. So they're like, so now you look at them, 3 months from now, they've got 90,000 followers. You think, oh my gosh, these people must be important, but they're not. They're just playing a game. So.
Bingo. It's kind of like a BS SEO game, really.
Exactly.
But with Twitter followers. So here's the deal. We've got to wrap up this episode. We are just about done here. So couple top things to wrap it up. On Facebook, if it's something that's more community-based, something that's like sharing the love for somebody on your team or something in your community, good post to boost. If it's product or brand specific, great to run an ad, a targeted ad campaign. If you're on Twitter, use the advanced search feature to look for folks that are talking about stuff relevant to your business. So
thanks for all the hearts, Kevin.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. So just bear in mind this, Facebook's like a party where you may not know everybody, but everybody is connected somehow. So it's more on a personal level. Twitter is more like a mixer, more like a networking event. So make sure, with that, you want to definitely be sharing a lot more about your brand, sharing links, things like that. Cool thing is this, whether you love Facebook or Twitter, you can use video on both, so don't forget to heavily target that. Last but certainly not least, automotive dealer friends, this episode is brought to you by iCall Auto Leads. Until noon today, the promo that we kicked off yesterday is running, which means there are 2 hours and 30 minutes left for you to text 10 leads. Yes, 10 LEADS. Text that keyword 10 leads to the phone number 76626. Let me make this sound for you. If you want your cash register to ring like that over and over and over, text 10 leads to the phone number 76626. You will get a special offer on iCall Auto Leads. It is 60% off for 60 days. Normally $25 per lead. Every lead is a valid mobile phone number from a customer looking at one of your ads or looking at one of your automobiles on your website. Something along those lines where they've already said, I'm interested in connecting with this dealer. What's their special offer? So text 10 leads to the phone number 76626. Standard messaging and data rates apply. You're not being opted into any marketing list. You will receive 2 text messages. One to let you know your special offer's coming. Digital coupon that will save you 60% for 60 days. No contract, no commitment. And then Chris will actually call you to make sure you got the offer.
We do 20% off all the time, but this is the first time we've ever done 60% off for 60 days. So
never
get in on it while you can.
Yes, for the party. All right, folks. Nicky Casper, Mr. Ring.
Thanks for
Text
joining us.
10 lead 76626. Tune in next Tuesday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 9:20 a.m. for Sales Tips TV. You can always go back and watch a replay at salestips.tv. Thanks again for tuning in. Now, I think we should go out with like this. Oh, that's kind of nice. How about that? Deserves that.
That sounded disappointing.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a kick-ass rest of your week.